Assalamualaikum. Okay, so the title of this movie is Set It Up. It was produced on 2018 with the main characters such as Charlie, played by Glenn Powell, Harper, played by Zoe Dutch, and Kirsten, played by Lucy Liu. The main setting for this movie is at Manhattan, New York City, mostly in office building. For this time setting is on 2017. Okay, for the plot summary, we begin with exposition. Harper and Charlie are assistants for Kirsten and Rick respectively. And for the rising action, Harper and Charlie teamed up to get their bosses together in hope that if they are in love, there will be less work for them to do. And for the climax, Harper later finds out that Rick is actually not a good guy, and she confronts Charlie, who apparently already know that his boss is not a good guy. And then for the falling action, Harper tells the truth to Kirsten, but out of anger, she fired Harper, which makes Charlie feels bad, and he told Kirsten not to marry Rick. And then lastly, for the resolution, in the final scene, Harper and Charlie are the ones being set up by Kirsten instead.
Where's Pencil Dick?
I feel like I'm Pencil Dick.
You're fired. Charlie, take his work. I don't ever want to see Pencil Dick's face again.
Pencils can be all lengths and girths, so the joke's on him.
Okay, incident 1. For this incident, it is Rick calling his staff with an inappropriate name. He called Bo, which is an intern, with the name of Pencil Dick, and he fired him without any solid reason. Downgrading, because Bo is a human being too, but he is being subjected as an object, hence by the nickname Pencil Dick by his boss. For the analysis, Rick downgraded him and does not give respect to Bo, as he is only an intern, and he also fires Bo without any solid reason. For the impact, the first impact is Charlie feels bad for the intern and dislikes his boss even more. This can be seen that his own assistant begins to lose respect for his boss by his inappropriate action. And then the next one, staff belittle interns and treated them badly. This can impact at workplace, because all staffs should be treated with respect. And then when there's no respect, it's hard to communicate and work peacefully. For the conclusion, we conclude that first, Rick should not treat the intern badly. He as a boss should at least treat his employees kindly and not rudely with some inappropriate nickname. And the next, each employee needs to be treated with decent respect, so it is easier to communicate, and it can also create better bond between co-workers in workplace. And then next, we can conclude that even if a boss wants to fire his staff, there must at least be a solid reason for it.
What are you doing here?
I can't leave until she leaves. And she never leaves, so I'm always the last one here.
I'm always the last one here.
No, you're not.
Well, even when Rick's not here, I'm here.
Kirsten keeps a cot in her office.
It is making their assistants work extra hours. Many kind of the scene can be seen throughout the movie. Here in this particular scene, we see Charlie and Harper debating on who is the last one usually leaves. Okay, this theory is bullying, because for the analysis, Harper stays until late at night in the office and she cannot leave until Kirsten leaves. This can be seen as bullying because Kirsten is often seen at the office, and actually she basically never leaves. And she drags Harper into it by making her do some works and run errands during the extra working hours. And then the impact. The first one, Harper cannot finish her own writing. When someone is too busy doing works that their boss demands, they cannot do things that they want to do. And then next, When someone is too overworked, they barely have a life outside the office, which is, for example, Harper keeps on doing job for her boss, and she begins to lose interest and her passion in writing. And the conclusion, Kirsten as a boss should be more considerate to her assistant and not to be too strict. Next, boss should communicate better regarding working hours, and even if they need to do some overtime, they need to be clear about it. And the last one, we can conclude that boss needs to give their employees time to rest so they're not too tired to work.
What is this? Charlie? Oh my god!
This is Rick's Sun Science Project. Life gave me lemons, and I used it to battery power lemonade.
Can you fix it?
No.
For incident 3, it is Charlie doing something out of his job scope. In this scene, Charlie is trying to complete Rick's son's school project, which has something to do with lemons. Rick manipulates Charlie by using his superiority as a boss, and he tells Charlie to do his son's school project for him. As for Charlie, in fear of not being promoted as he has always dreamed about, he did the lemons project for him. For the impact, the first one, Charlie is too stressed out at work as he has many works to do, and when Rick includes his son's school project to Charlie, he has become even more stressed out. And the next, he cannot focus on his other works that are actually in his job scopes. The next one, it can impact the level of motivation of the employee, which can be seen that Charlie has become stressed out. For the conclusion, job scopes should be understood clearly. Boss should clearly explain the job scopes towards their employees. And then next, personal life and work cannot be mixed up as things will become messy and complicated. And then last one, bosses should not make questionable requests to his assistants.
To work for her.
I know.
I reached out to her through the alumni magazine and she responded right away, and now she's gonna be my mentor. She's amazing.
Harper, I'm gonna take a nap. So just wake me up at midnight. Oh, but don't startle me. Play a lullaby or something, then just slowly increase the volume.
Okay.
Next, the third incident for this movie is sleeping at the office. The theory for this incident is irresponsible. This is because a workplace is a place for people to do their work, not to sleep. And the analysis for this incident is Kirsten sleeps in the office. She asks Harper to wake her up at the midnight. And the impact for this scene or incident is it can decrease productivity during work. Second is causes uneasy feelings among employees. This is because people will look bad at us as we sleep at the office and not doing our job. The third impact is less focus in doing work. This is because when we feel sleepy, we are unable to do our work properly. And the conclusion for this incident is do not overwork as it can make us tired. And second is get enough and quality sleep during night. This is because sleeps during night and sleep during the day is different. Lastly, we can do some stretching if we feel drowsy. It can help us to feel refreshed. and do not feel sleepy anymore.
Why do I only have a 2D printer? What am I, a caveman? There's too much paper in here. This is the digital age. Ah!
The fourth incident for this movie is when Rick wrecking his office equipment. The theory for this incident is harassment. The analysis is Rick smash everything in his office whenever he feels mad or upset about something. For example, he is smashing the office equipment when he got to know that his ex-wife is getting married to another man. The impact for this incident is it can cause damage to the equipment. It will cost a lot of money for the company to replace all the broken equipment. Second is it can make employees lose respect because he can control his anger issue. The third impact is it will create a negative atmosphere in the office. This is because when someone smashing things in the office, it will make people around them to have a bad mood or make them feel uneasy or uncomfortable to be in there. The conclusion is control anger issue. The second is ask for help if there is any problem. The last improvement that can be made is seek advices from the expert on how to soothe anger.
Advice. Men don't want to date you when you're beating them to a story. But I have met someone who wants me to be strong, and he likes that I'm successful. I mean, he's a goddamn unicorn. I don't know, it feels like fate. Look, I know that I've been cunty to you.
You haven't.
Don't be one of those women that can't say cunt.
I am not.
I know I've been cunty to you, and it's partly because you're young and your skin bounces back and it annoys me, but really, it's because I want you to succeed.
What do you mean?
I see so much potential in you. But you have to have a tough skin. So if I am the most awful person when this shitstorm of an industry is hard on you, I know that you will be prepared.
My
The last incident for this movie is complimenting Harper. The theory is the appreciation. The analysis for this incident is Kristen compliment Harper. This can be seen when Kristen said she sees a potential in Harper and she wants Harper to be successful. The impact for this incident is it makes Harper happy with the compliment, as she will know that she have achieved something great in her career. The second impact is it can give motivations to employees. This can make the employees enjoy doing their job more. The third impact is it can boost the confidence in doing their job. The conclusion for this incident is normalize praising and complimenting each other because it can make people happy. The second is do not be too harsh to each other because it will make people hurt and can make people down. The third is always say thank you, but whenever praise. It shows that we appreciate the people that praise and compliment us. second lesson is we should be a responsible worker. We can be a successful worker and we can achieve our dreams in the future. The last lesson that